So in this video, I'm going to go through questions 7 through 12 on the function compositions. I'm going to be kind of working back and forth so I can see the top of the screen. Actually, you know what? Let me take a second here and just rewrite some of these. So let's see. G of x is equal to x squared plus 1. F of x is equal to x minus 5. This way I don't make anybody dizzy by, swiping back and forth a whole bunch of times. Okay. Ooh, that's going to work out pretty well. All right, so question number 7 is h of f of x. So composition-wise, this means we're going to take f of x and put it into the h function. All right, so anywhere you have an x, we're going to replace it with the entire f of x function. So we've got -3 times, so this is where my x is, and I'm going to replace it with this entire function here. So x minus 5, and then plus 2. It's a little distributive property, so -3x plus 15 plus 2, so -3x plus 17. We don't know what these are equal to, so you're not going to be able to solve for x, and that's okay. This is really just learning how to manipulate these functions. All right, we've got h of 6 minus g of -1. Let's figure out what h of 6 is first. So -3 times 6 plus 2, so that would be -16. Separately, let me change colors here. Separately, I'm going to figure out what g of -1 is. Make sure when you're using those powers that you use parentheses, please. Those negatives can sometimes be a killer. So let's see, -1 squared is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. And so if we go ahead and do our h of 6, that's -16, minus g of -1 is 2, so that would be -18. Okay. All right, let's see. Problem number 9 is really straightforward. It's just g of -5. So that's going to be -5 squared plus 1. So that would be 26. All right. Problem number 10 is another composition. We've got f of x plus g of x. So our f of x function is x minus 5 plus the entire g of x function is x squared plus 1. You don't have to put it in descending order, but I tend to. So start with your highest power of x, your next, and then your constant at the end. Again, it's not equal to anything, so there's nothing to solve here. Okay. So now we've got for problem 11, h of 6 plus f of 6. Now, h of 6, I feel like we just figured out. We did. It was right here. So this hasn't changed, all right? So h of 6 is -16, all right? And then separately, I'm going to figure out what f of 6 is. So f of 6 is equal to 6 minus 5. So that's 1. So -16 plus 1 is going to be -15. Okay. And I believe this is the last problem. Problem number 12 here is h of f of 4. So that means I'm going to take f of 4, figure out what that is equal to. So I want to start with this inside piece. And then whatever I find for that answer, I am going to put that in the h function. So let's start with f of 4. So f of 4 is equal to 4 minus 5, so -1, which means I'm going to figure out now what h of -1 is. So -3 times -1 plus 2. Let's see, 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay. And yep, that is the last one. All right. So if you have any questions or concerns, drop me an email message or send me a Canvas message. I hope this has helped a little bit with your function.